Hi Aquarius, this is your September monthly tarot reading. We'll have 5 separate spreads in this monthly reading. In the first spread, we'll be looking at new love coming towards you. In the second spread, we'll check in with those of you who are already married or in a relationship. Then I'll do the X spread. After that, we'll talk about your work, your business, and your finances. And at the end, we'll get you an advice for the whole month of September. Please like, share, and subscribe to support this channel. This first spread is a new love in September. We have the Three of Pentacles clarified by the Ten of Cups. We have the King of Cups clarified by the Page of Cups. We also have the Star in the potential outcome. We have the Knight of Pentacles with the Ace of Pentacles and the Two of Cups. And we have the Ten of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, or an earth sign towards Virgo or Capricorn, perhaps even another Aquarius. You're dealing with this King of Cups right there, closer to the left, clarified by the Page of Cups. So it could be a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, or somebody with a lot of water in their chart. If they're not a water sign, this is somebody who's mature, in control of their emotions, but at the same time still very loving. And I can tell you how the two of you are going to meet. Yes, I can. The Three of Pentacles clarified by the Ten of Cups. In the beginning of this spread, this is how you're going to meet. Okay, there's going to be some kind of a huge celebration. It could be a barbecue. It could be someone's wedding, someone's housewarming party, someone's engagement, someone's baby shower, or something like that. There's going to be a massive, well, to an extent, I guess, gathering of some sort, and this is where you'll meet this person. We do have a holiday here in the United States in the beginning of September. It could be that as well. It's just a bunch of people getting together for that barbecue or what have you. Yeah, the Three of Pentacles clarified by the Ten of Cups. This is where you're meeting this person. Okay, or if this is somebody you meet outside of that event, they may invite you to join them. And if that's the case, this is where you guys will realize you are a couple. All right, so yeah, the Ten of Cups usually is associated with the family, right? But it could just be like a gathering where people celebrate, all right, something. And the King of Cups clarified by the Page of Cups, so here they come, approaching you, starting a conversation with you, being super nice to you with that Page of Cups. The Page of Cups is the nicest page out of all 4 pages. I don't mean to belittle or insult the remaining pages, but with the Page of Cups, somebody's just going to be super nice to you. The Star in the middle, that's you. That's your major arcana card. Aquarius, all right? And you're represented here by your major arcana card. It's always a good sign to have your own major arcana card in your own reading. And the rest is history. I think this will very, very quickly become something rock solid. Even though we don't have any fast cards on the table, the Knight of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles, the 2 first cards in the potential outcome, I don't think it's going to take too long before the two of you get to that point with those 2 cards and the remaining 2 cards, the Two of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. Yeah, this offer is as serious as it gets. Both the Knight and the Ace of Pentacles are very serious cards, right? And it's kind of symbolic that they came out the way they did. You see how the Knight of Pentacles is holding up a pentacle? You see that? That's exactly the pentacle we see in the Ace of Pentacles. It's like we're zooming in on that pentacle in the Ace of Pentacles. With the Knight of Pentacles, you can always plan ahead. This is the most serious, the most grounded, financially abundant Knight out of all 4 Knights, and the Ace of Pentacles often comes through as a proposal. It's a golden opportunity. The Ace of Pentacles always comes from somebody who is ready to settle down, ready to start a family, ready to get serious, right? And the Two of Cups right next to the deck, there's 2 people in the Two of Cups. It's a soulmate card. It's a card of unconditional love. It's a card of when 2 people see eye to eye and 2 people feel the same way towards one another. So I think you guys will click at that event, whatever that event is, that we were just talking about in the beginning of the spread, right? You will click right away. And I don't see you taking too long. Even though these are not fast energies, like I said, I don't see it taking too long before you get to the rest of the spread. The cards we have in the potential outcome and the Ten of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. All right. By the way, the Star, your major arcana card, is the only major arcana card on the table. It's the only major arcana card. You are definitely in the center of this person's attention. All right. The Ten of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck is also a commitment to marriage card, just like the Ten of Cups on the left. You're meeting this person at some kind of a most likely family-oriented event. This is where you will end with this person, also creating your own family, right? The Ten of Pentacles is a rock-solid commitment, marriage. It's a card of real estate. It's a card of financial abundance, all that good stuff. Okay, and it kind of makes sense that this card showed up, because leading up to it is the Knight of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles, right? So it leads up to the 10 of Pentacles. But I also like how the Two of Cups also is in a mix. So it's not only about practicality, it's not only about, you know, buying a home together, which is important, but there's also the Two of Cups in there, which is a card of emotions, love, being on the same page. All right, really happy for you, Aquarius. Congratulations. Aquarius, if you are already married or if you're in a relationship, this spread is for you. We have the Queen of Swords, then we have the Five of Cups, clarified by the Page of Pentacles. We have the Lovers, clarified by the Star, and we have the Four of Wands on the bottom of the deck. Well, I think you're in this reading twice, Aquarius. The Queen of Swords, the first card that came out, that's most likely you, unless you're dealing with another air sign. And the Star, right next to the deck, clarifying the Lovers, that's also you. All right, the Lovers could be a Gemini you're dealing with, but here's the deal. In the middle, we have that Five of Cups clarified by the Page of Pentacles. So that could be interpreted a couple of different ways. For some of you, perhaps you wanted to buy something in the past, or you wanted to go somewhere in the past, but for whatever reason, it didn't come through. You know, and you've been thinking about this, you've been regretting it ever since. All right, so perhaps at some point in September, another opportunity presents itself, and I think you're going to go for it. All right, for others of you, those two cards, you know, we have so many planets in retrograde right now. I was going to mention them during the X spread, and I still will, but yeah, we got like 7 planets in retrograde in September. Okay, so perhaps the Five of Cups will kind of take a toll. That will take a toll on you, and you'll be thinking about something about your past. You may like start reminiscing in the past or thinking about the past, right? And that will trigger the rest of the spread somehow. With the Page of Pentacles, you may want to reach out to somebody, or perhaps donate some money, or send some money to someone, or purchase something. All right, so something along those lines. It could be like not the winter blues just yet, but those retrogrades could be affecting you. All right, so the rest of the spread is awesome. We have the Lovers clarified by the Star. We have the Four of Wands on the bottom of the deck. The Four of Wands is a card of a commitment to marriage, or it's some kind of a celebration. To me personally, the Four of Wands always reminds me of an actual wedding. The Star is your major arcana card. The Lovers could be a Gemini you're dealing with. The Lovers is a card of a choice. So you may have some kind of a choice to make because of what happened in the past. Like I said, the Five of Cups has always to do with the past. All right, the Lovers could also be the love of your life card. So perhaps you're going to start thinking about the way things used to be between you and your person, and you will decide to spice things up. And that will bring the spark back up. Or if you wanted to purchase something, you're going to purchase it, or you will be choosing between a couple of items that you want to purchase, or between a couple of vacation destinations, or something among those lines. The rest of the spread is good. You're in it, right, with the Star card. The Lovers is here. It's a fantastic card. It's not only a card of a choice or a Gemini, it's a card of a soulmate connection and a twin flame connection, if you believe in that, and things like that. All right, cool. Let's see if anybody comes back from the past for you, Aquarius. In September, keep in mind, it doesn't have to be the most recent X. Also keep in mind we have a whole bunch of planets in retrograde in September, at least for the first half of it. All right, so we got the Five of Swords clarified by the Knight of Swords. We have the King of Wands clarified by the Magician. We have the Knight of Cups clarified by the Nine of Cups, and we have the Six of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. We also have water, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, and air, just like you, Gemini, Libra, or perhaps even another Aquarius. For some of you, you could be dealing with multiple people, Aquarius. You could be. The King of Wands could be one of them, the Knight of Cups could be the other one, the Knight of Swords could be yet another one. I don't know. Because the Six of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck, that card sometimes comes through as a card of a choice, right? It could be a choice card. But I'll just focus on the scenario where you only have one person coming back to you, and that would be the King of Wands. All right? And I'm going to be honest with you. In this scenario, I'm going to give it a 50-50. Okay? Because the first two cards, the Five of Swords clarified by the Knight of Swords, those two cards don't sit well with me. I don't know if this person had like anger management issues, or when the two of you broke up, it was just, even though we don't have a tower here, it feels like a tower moment, when things just fell apart. It was just bad. It was like a fight of all fights, right? Because the Five of Swords could play out as a card of like a major fight, an ugly fight. And the Knight of Swords, clarifying that, could also play out as a card of somebody who is pissed off, right? Because you see how the Knight of Swords is charging ahead, they've got their sword out and they're ready to strike. So together with the Five of Swords, it was like, it was bad. It was a bad major fight, or perhaps you were fighting for a while. Nevertheless, here comes this King of Wands, clarified by the Magician, right? And we also have the Knight of Cups, clarified by the Nine of Cups right next to the deck. If you're dealing with just one person, all of that is coming from this King of Wands. The Magician, this is them trying to fix it. It's a card of manifestation, and most likely it's also a card of taking action. And perhaps they took that anger management class, or what have you. Or with the Magician card, they will try different things to get your attention and get you back. All right, they'll be very creative, and the Knight of Cups could be one of the things they've prepared for you. It could be like a very romantic gesture, like a very romantic and loving gesture. You know, they will go all in with that. The Knight of Cups, clarifying it, could be some kind of an event, right? It's also a card of wish come true. But it's also cups, just like the Knight of Cups, right? Cups are emotions, love, feelings, and things like that. And going back to the Six of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck, if you're dealing with one person, they may tell you that, you know what, moving forward, it's going to be equal give and take. They're not going to breadcrumb you anymore. But at the same time, it could be you having to make a choice about this. So like I said, I give it a 50-50, Aquarius. It's however you want to handle this. All right? Cool. Let's talk about your work, your business, and your finances, Aquarius. This month we have the Page of Wands, clarified by the Devil. We have the Queen of Wands, clarified by the Knight of Pentacles. We have the Four of Cups and the Seven of Swords on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. We also have Earth, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. You got to watch out, Aquarius, this month. You got this Queen of Wands coming your way. And this person is up to no good. Definitely up to no good. It will look really good on paper. They will promise you a pile of cash, a mountain of cash, or something like that. They will promise you dividends, what have you. This is the real deal, they'll tell you. This is definitely going to work out. What could go wrong? You know, it's all legit. It is not, Aquarius. It's not. Alright, so yes, the Queen of Wands could be a fire sign, or if it is work-related or business-related, it could just simply be a colleague or somebody who is a business person. Alright, the Page of Wands, the first card that came out is a message coming from them. The Devil, clarifying the Page of Wands, is a card of temptation in this case. So it is going to be very, very tempting, because it will look really, really good, like a low-hanging fruit. All you have to do is take it, right? That's what they'll tell you. The Queen of Wands is clarified by the Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, it will look good. The Knight of Pentacles is a card of, you know, lots of money, something long-term, something among those lines, right? However, we have the Seven of Swords on the bottom of the deck. It is a card of a deception. It's a card of a cheater. It's a card of somebody who is up to no good. Alright? And the Four of Cups right next to the deck, I think this is you rejecting them. Alright? So be very careful, Aquarius. Whoever comes towards you with a very delicious offer that promises a lot of money, long-term, things like that, some kind of a brilliant investment idea, no, don't go for it. They will take your money. All right, cool. Here's an advice or a word of wisdom for you, Aquarius, for the whole month of September. We have the High Priestess, the Seven of Swords clarified by the Page of Wands. We have the Eight of Swords clarified by the Seven of Wands, and we also have the Ace of Swords on the bottom of the deck. I believe this is a repeat of the work, business, and finances spread I just did for you a couple of minutes ago. This is a different deck. I use different spreads. I use different decks for different spreads. The advice for you is to do not be afraid to stand your ground and turn this person down and their offer. Don't be afraid of it, because they may try to manipulate you into this. They may try different tactics. Perhaps they've done this type of stuff with other people in the past. This person is a professional. They know how to, lure people in. Okay? Don't be afraid to shut them down. Don't be afraid of that. The Ace of Swords on the bottom of the deck, and the Seven of Wands right next to the deck. Yeah, this is you fighting them off, being very firm, not allowing this person to convince you, and telling them off, basically. All right, the Ace of Swords belongs to you. This is your ace. You're the King and the Queen of Swords, right? And both of them hold up a sword. If you Google them, you'll see it. That's your sword. And don't be afraid to cut people off out of your life with that Ace of Swords. Be very straightforward, very direct with them. And with the Seven of Wands, don't be afraid to stand your ground. Because prior to this, prior to those cards, we do have that Seven of Swords clarified by the Page of Wands. So this is the same energy as we saw in the work, business, and finances. This is them trying to communicate with you, trying to get a meeting with you, trying to lure you into this, right? The High Priestess, the first card that came out, it is a card of something hidden. What they're hiding from you is that it's not the real deal, it's not going to make you a lot of money, and as a matter of fact, you will lose money, or you may even get in trouble. Alright, so yep, that's what I have for you, Aquarius, for this reading, for this month. If this video resonates with you, please like it. Please also share and subscribe, and other than that, Aquarius, have an amazing September.